Hello, everyone, and welcome back. I think that I've been looking at all these miniatures that need fixing up or something else done with them, and I think that's where I'm going to go on this video and the next few. There are quite a few. I also have some ones that I've had for a long time that I would really like to do something with or make something else out of. And these right now are the ones that I got. I showed you those haul videos, and that's where these came from. So first was this beautiful little table that someone took the time to hand paint. They did. It's all by hand. You can feel the paint on the surface. We need to put legs back on, which is a very easy fix. And I'm wondering, what would you guys do? I want to protect the surface of this painting because they didn't put anything over it. You can feel the paint. And so I thought maybe just a light coat of matte Mod Podge over the top of it just to protect it. What would you guys do? Let me know because I'm sure the Mod Podge won't hurt it, but I'm just not positive what I'm going to do with this yet. So the next thing was this little stove. And basically the stove is in good shape. It just needs the back part put on. Uh, Glue's on right there. I need to put a stovepipe on it. I need to do the four little covers for the where the fire comes up, and it needs the legs put back on. But other than that, it's in really good shape yet. It looks really nice. The paint's still on the front of it. It's just made out of wood. So that'll be one I want to do. Next is this fireplace, and they didn't get it glued very well. Oops. And back, that part is recessed in way farther than the other side. The bricks aren't not pronounced, they're not embossed. It's just printed on to look like brick. And I'm not real excited about the bottom part of it there. So I want to do something with that. Next, oops, off camera. Next, I have this clock, and I don't even like this clock, so I'm not sure what can be done with it, if anything can be done. I may just forget that one. Then I have this little piece, and the back broke off of it. So I want to be gluing that back on, and then it looks like it's, to me, it's missing a drawer and some drawers and a door, which I also will be wanting to put back on it, and I'm not sure what I'll use it for yet or where I'll put it, but it'll be a nice little piece when it's all fixed up. So I'll just be gluing that on and then deciding after I get the drawers and doors made what I'm gonna do. So, and all of these, like I said, are just old and they're not good in the way they are. So now I have a big rectangular table with a lot of legs on it. I also have two half round tables, but one is missing a leg. Now I believe these are both House of Miniature kits, and this one I would use it because I'm really looking for a different table for the farmhouse. I want it oval, but I don't know. Um, I'm thinking these legs here are exactly the same as those legs there. So what I could do is I could take the legs off this bigger table, or one leg, and use it for the smaller one. Then I could take one of the top pieces off that table and put it in the middle for a leaf and still have my oval table. I'm not sure yet. We'll see. This is a shelf. Now, I take it was part of like a secretary. Um, believe in the UK they call them dressers. Um, but I don't have a base, and I don't even know what I would use for the base. So I was thinking of maybe just finishing that top piece up there, and then I could use it for like a wall shelf somewhere. I think that would look okay. So that's probably what's going to happen with this piece. Probably, sand it down and paint it, I think. Next, I have this old baker's rack, and I've had this thing a long time, back when baker's racks were popular. Uh, but what I have in mind for this, it did have a cutting board on the top of it, and I took that off. Uh, but what I have in mind for it is I thought maybe I could redo it. It's got some rust on it, and then it's got these little hooks. And I was thinking maybe Grandma could put her little, gardening tools up there and then put a new top on it, and she could have a place to pot her plants and stuff like that. So then we get to the next part of this, which is these bookcases. Now they all look identical. I mean, in construction, pretty much. The stain is the same color. They're factory made. So I'm trying to decide, were these supposed to all go together as one big wall unit? And that's kind of what I'm leaning toward. I really like this one with the diamond, where there would be leaded glass in there. But why would you have that in the middle of a bookcase if it was going to go on a wall? I don't know. So I really like it the way it looks, but when you put it together with another bookcase, it just doesn't look right. Um, I don't get what was going on there. If anybody has this particular set or whatever, let me know what you were supposed to do, because to put the leaded glass up against a wall just doesn't make any sense to me. So what I thought I'd do with this is I want to take the piece of what's supposed to look like the leaded glass out of it. And I was thinking of putting some of that mirrored acetate on the back and making it like a mirror in between the other two bookcases. I have no idea where something this big would go, but it's it's not usable in my opinion the way it is. So yeah, I'm thinking if I took that out and I put some of that mirrored acetate in, it would it would look really cool as two big bookshelves and then that in the middle where I could put little things on it, um, and just have the mirror reflecting back into whichever room I decide to put it in. So, pretty sure that's where that's going to go. The project, I don't know, but I think it'll look really cool with the mirror in. Let me know what you think. Okay, then I have these. They've got these big, huge knobs on them, and it's right in the middle, suggesting that's a drawer. I think that looks really funny myself. What I was thinking was that if I took that big knob off and then I fill in where it was, and then I move the knob to the side, it'll look like a door. And I'm thinking that would look much better than having that be one big drawer thing down there. I had thought of putting these in the farmhouse. I'm not sure exactly where. And then on the back of it, someone had these hanging on the wall. And maybe that's what they were originally for, but they're the right size, and I would like to use them in one of my 112 scale dollhouses. So the little hanger would have to go, and I would make the bottom part look like a door instead of a drawer. And I do have two of those. So just another little place to put some more little knickknacks or something like that. I think it'd be really neat. So that is about, all the ones I'm going to tackle right now. Uh, this is enough for now. Um, I think that, I'm going to have to, I got the fireplace back, and I'm going to have to take this bottom part off because it's got to be re-glued so it's even. And I'm going to see if I can just cut it loose with my hobby knife here. And it broke right off. And as you can see, the plywood that they used on this probably was not a good grade to start with. It looks like one of those things that comes in the dollhouse kits, where you can buy the kits of furniture to go in your dollhouse. And it's very brittle because this is obviously very old. And so what I'm thinking is I'll just sand this side off, and that's some paper, I think. And I'll just sand that side off, and then I'll uh, glue the top part to that side. And because there's not going to be any way to put these back in, and really, what's the point? I'll just sand it down so it doesn't look so funny. It'll be on the floor anyway. So, yeah, I'm gonna just do that, I think. And then, I don't know. See, then it'll set on there. Um, but there's a lot of glue around the base of this, and it's old and it's very hard. And I'm hoping I can get that all off without, it cracking or splintering the wood that it's glued to, so that I can use this fireplace. So I'm just sitting here right now, just taking some of that off. And I'm sorry, my voice sounds weird. I have got a cold. Yesterday it snowed, it rained first, and we had 55-mile-an-hour wind gusts all day, and the wind is slowly going down, but isn't supposed to go down until today. So that'll be fun driving in that. Um, Tomorrow looks like rain and snow mix, and yeah, I'm just not looking forward to the weather here. Everybody's got colds, everybody's sick. and and we had highs in the 50s 2 days ago, so weather's crazy. But yeah, anyway, so we will get to this fireplace later on in this series of videos, and hopefully I can have another nice little fireplace for one of my houses. So I'm just gonna clean that little mess up there a little bit, and we're gonna move on to something else. All right, so I've decided to, first off, as much as I like it, I'm going to take this off this piece. And it's coming pretty good, but the one side is glued down really hard. I thought about saving this piece of acetate, but I think that the diamond pattern on there is just a little bit too big for 1/12 scale. So I don't know what I'll do with that. All right, so I got my glue out, and then I realized, hey, I don't need glue yet. Not get ahead of ourselves. So I am taking the baker's rack, and I think that is the first thing that I'm going to start working on. I think it's going to be really cute when it's done, and it'll give Grandma a nice place to pot her plants. Now I'm just sanding down some of the rust that's on here. It obviously got wet at some point in its life while it was stored away, and so I'm just kind of sanding that down, sanding it off. Um, it's not a lot of it, but I'm thinking that later on I might be able to use that to my advantage and just re-rusting those pieces when I go to paint it. And I'm not sure how I'm going to paint it because acrylic paint doesn't work very well on metal, and I think I'm probably going to have to end up gessoing it. But I'm not sure yet exactly how I want to do this. I just know I think it's going to be really, really cute when I get it all done. So I've got most of the rust off of it. It was some pretty thick rust on some parts. So those I'll probably, like I said, re-rust. So that's how it's looking right now, and I can't wait to see what I can do with this piece. So I thought I was recording and I wasn't, and I've just made a little rectangle, and that's going to go where I remove the cutting board. It's going to go all the way across the top. I'm using very thin coffee stir sticks, and I'm just seeing, what it's going to look like if I start putting flats across the top of it. And Then I got this idea that maybe I should run one more across the middle, but I it didn't exactly fit. I thought it looked like a perfect fit, and it wasn't. So just going to keep those little edges together there, and going to be removing that since it didn't quite fit. And now I'm going to be taking some more coffee stir sticks and I'm going to run them across the top, leaving little gaps in between so that if Grandma drops any dirt or anything, it will just go down onto whatever's on the shelf below. Um, so I'm just now taking my scissors and I'm cutting these off and I'm going to be laying them crosswise. As usual, I did not measure for the distance between them. I'm just going to be eyeballing that. Just getting my glue on the ends of this, and then I will start putting them down. And I was going to start in the middle, but I thought, no, I don't know exactly how many I need because, as I said, there was no measuring, no calculating, just do it as I go, like I usually do. And so I, at first I cut one and then I was gonna lay them all out. I was gonna do them one at a time, and I'm like, "What are you doing? Just cut them. This thing is, squared up nicely. Just cut them all and then glue them down." So sometimes I don't know, but that's what I'm gonna be doing now. So I'm just cutting them. I've got them all cut. I did that off camera, and now I'm just going to be gluing them on there. And I'm already starting to see that this is gonna look so cute. So I'm going to keep doing this, and I've got some really cool stuff that I want to be doing in April for Easter. I've got so many ideas running around in my head right now that I'm really excited for it. I'm yeah, and then like I said, I'm going to be doing something really special for Grandma's house for Easter. A lot of it, I don't know, it might be most of it geared toward Grandma's house. Uh, but I have one very special project in mind that I'm going to be doing for that, and I've got to start on the video already because it's going to take a little bit of time, and it's going to be awesome if I get it done. So excited about that. I hope everyone is doing okay out there, that you're all well, and that everything is going well for you. I'm just working, and this is my month for the really big bills, so that's kind of stressing me out. I mean, I can pay them all and everything, but it's just there's so much all at once, especially with the new car and stuff. And yeah, I'm a little stressed right now, and prices looks like are going to be going up now. And yeah, so I hope everyone's doing okay. Uh, I'm hoping this snow and rain stuff will be the last of the really cold and the last of the really bad weather. But things are so crazy right now. It's really just hard to even guess what the weather's gonna do. I don't remember growing up having ours like this. Anyway, we're just about to the end of it here, and I think that looks so cute. I may put another layer on off camera. I'm not sure. But anyway, I want to thank everyone for joining me, and I hope you'll be back with me. I'm hoping for another video sometime this weekend, maybe. So, once again, thank you all for joining me, and we will get back to these projects. Bye bye.